The story starts at a big American football game. A man named Nicky is sitting in the VIP section with his girlfriend, Jess. But Nicky is not looking at the game. He is looking at the crowd. Just for fun, he makes a small bet with Jess. He asks, how many people will turn around to look at that girl walking away? A rich man sitting nearby, named Lewan, hears them and wants to play too. They all make a simple $10 bet. 7 people look back, and Jess guesses the closest number. She wins. Lewan gives her the money but says, let's play again. This time, the game gets serious. They start betting on the actual football match. Nicky wins $1,000 on a foul bet at first, but then his luck changes. He loses a $5,000 bet. Nicky wants to stop and asks Jess to go get some coffee, but Lewan pushes his ego, saying, you are in the VIP lounge. What is $5,000? Let's play for $10,000. Nicky agrees, but he loses again. Jess tells him to stop immediately, but Nicky is too angry. He makes a crazy bet of $100,000, throwing a whole bundle of cash on the table. He loses that too. Nicky only planned to spend about $4,000 today, but now he has lost hundreds of thousands. Finally, he decides to bet all the money he has left, $1.1 million, on a simple card game. Lewan gets a number 5. Nicky needs a bigger number, but he gets a 3. Just like that, Nicky loses over $1 million. Jess almost falls out of her chair in shock. Lewan is super happy and treats Nicky like his personal ATM machine. As Nicky and Jess walk away feeling sad, Lewan makes fun of Nicky, calling him a beginner. Suddenly, Nicky stops. He makes one final crazy bet for $2 million. He says, you pick any random player on the field using your binoculars. If I can guess his jersey number, I win. Lewan thinks Nicky might cheat, so Nicky says he will not guess the number. Jess will do it. Jess is totally confused and angry. She tries to walk away, but Lewan's security guard blocks her path. Nicky calms her down and tells her to just look at the field and say the very first number she feels in her heart. She looks through the binoculars, scans the huge crowd, and suddenly sees a familiar face. It's Nicky's friend, Farhad, standing on the field. She shouts his jersey number, 55! Lewan looks through his binoculars. He is completely shocked. The player's number is exactly 55. Nicky just won back all his money plus an extra $1 million. Later, in the car, Nicky tells Jess the real secret. This was a very smart, long-term plan. Nicky's team had been tricking Lewan's brain all week. They put the number 55 everywhere Lewan went. It was on elevator buttons, the security guard's badge, and street signs. They even showed him a photo of Farhad earlier and played a song in his car that made a sound like 55 over 120 times. Lewan did not choose that player by accident. His brain was trained to find that number. Nicky didn't tell Jess anything before the game because he wanted her fear and reactions to look 100% real. And because of that, the trap worked perfectly. Hearing all this, Jess is completely amazed by Nicky's master plan. But how did she get here? The story takes us back a few months to their very first meeting. It started in a hotel room. A man was pointing a gun at Nicky's head, and Jess was pretending to be the terrified girl he just met. It was a trap, a classic blackmail setup. But Nicky didn't even blink. He just looked at the man and said, I don't have a single penny. Shoot me if you want. The man with the gun quickly realized Nicky was not a normal guy. He was a master con artist. Nicky saw that Jess had natural talent, but she was just a beginner. He told her that his whole family had been in the stealing business for generations. To prove his skills, Nicky stole Jess's ring, her watch, and even her wallet right out of her bag without her ever noticing. He told her she needed clean hands and perfect timing, and then he simply walked away. A few months later, Jess tracks Nicky down in New Orleans. Nicky is putting together a new team of thieves, and he decides to give Jess a test. He sends her out on the streets for her first practical assignment, and she kills it. She steals a tourist's camera lens, works with a partner to pickpocket a man, and even uses chopsticks to smoothly lift a wallet from a woman's bag. Nicky watches her from a rooftop and is seriously impressed. Soon, Nicky moves her to the big leagues, high-tech fraud. The team uses special contact lenses to cheat at card games. They set up fake ATM machines to steal PIN codes and use hidden scanners to copy credit cards. They use the stolen money to buy luxury items and sell them on the black market. One day, Jess tries on a beautiful stolen necklace, but Nicky strictly tells her to take it off. His rule is simple. We sell everything. Nothing is personal. Their biggest street con happens the next day. Nicky's partner, Farhad, fakes a heart attack in a rich neighborhood. While everyone is distracted trying to help, the rest of the team steals all their watches and wallets. They escape in a fake ambulance. In just 1 week, the team makes a massive $1.2 million. The team splits up, and Nicky takes the cash. This brings us right back to the football stadium bet. Jess thought Nicky was falling in love with her. She thought they were partners. But after winning the millions at the stadium, Nicky just hands her a small cut of the money, $80,000, says goodbye, and leaves her alone in a car. Jess is heartbroken. She realizes that in Nikki's world, there is no room for love or emotions. 3 years later, we see Nikki at a high-speed car racing track. He looks tired, and it is clear he is running out of money. He meets with a billionaire race team owner named Garriga. Garriga's team has created a super-fast new racing program called EXR, but Garriga wants to guarantee his victory by tricking the rival teams. He hires Nikki for a simple scam. Nikki has to pretend to be Garriga's angry chief engineer. They will fake a huge public fight. Then, Nikki will secretly go to the rival teams and sell them a fake version of the EXR program. Garriga will use the real one and win the race easily. For this job, Nikki will get 1 million euros, plus whatever money he makes selling the fake program. Nikki thinks this is a joke. He could do this job in his sleep. But there is one big problem. Garriga's strict head of security does not trust Nikki at all. Garriga's strict head of security, Owens, is already suspicious of Nikki. He warns him directly, "One wrong move, and I will put a bullet in your chest." Later that evening, Nikki goes to a fancy party wearing a tuxedo. His plan is to start a fake argument with Garriga to fool the rival teams. But suddenly, his entire plan gets messed up. Jess walks down the stairs wearing a stunning red dress. She goes straight to Garriga and hugs him. Nikki is completely shocked. He hasn't seen her in 3 years, and now she is dating the billionaire who just hired him. Jess walks up to Nikki and tells him she is not a thief anymore. She also says Garriga doesn't know about their past and asks him to keep it a secret. Seeing her with another man makes Nikki burn with jealousy. He grabs a glass of vodka, drinks it all at once, and loses his temper. He starts a massive, angry fight with Garriga in front of everyone. The fight was supposed to be fake, but Nikki's anger is 100% real. The security guards kick Nikki out of the party, but the drama works perfectly. The owner of a rival racing team, McLaren, loves the fight and hands Nikki his business card. The next morning, Nikki meets the rival owner. He doesn't waste time. He says, "I want 3 million euros and I will sell you Garriga's secret EXR system." The owner tests the system on the track, loves the results, and agrees to the deal without any bargaining. Meanwhile, Nikki sends his friend Farhad to meet Jess. Farhad tells her that Nikki had no choice but to leave her 3 years ago, and that he still loves her. He gives Jess a small box. Inside is the beautiful necklace she liked back in New Orleans. Jess says she cannot trust Nikki, but her eyes tell a different story. She still has feelings for him. Soon, the day of the deal arrives. Nikki gives the software to the rival team and gets a heavy bag of 3 million euros. But Nikki loves taking massive risks. He doesn't just sell the software to one team, he secretly sells it to every rival racing team. In just a few hours, he makes millions from multiple buyers. That night, instead of running away with the cash, Nikki texts Jess. He tells her that if she comes in time, they can run away together. He waits, and just as he is about to give up, she finally shows up. But before they can escape, a car crashes violently into theirs. It's Owens, Garriga's head of security. Nikki and Jess wake up tied to chairs in an empty warehouse. Garriga is standing in front of them, boiling with anger. Nikki didn't sell the fake software. He sold the real one. Garriga's 40 million euro project is totally ruined. Garriga wants to know how Nikki stole the real data. When Nikki stays silent, Garriga starts hurting Jess, cutting off her air. Seeing Jess in pain, Nikki finally breaks down. He confesses everything. He tells Garriga that he used Jess's old feelings for him. The necklace he gave her had a hidden microchip inside. When Jess hugged Garriga, the necklace secretly downloaded all his passwords and data. Hearing this, Jess's heart breaks all over again. Tears roll down her face, but Garriga starts laughing. He doesn't believe a word Nikki is saying. Garriga says he knew Jess didn't love him. She was just with him for his money. Then, Jess makes her own confession. She only pretended to be Garriga's girlfriend so she could steal his $1 million watch collection. Garriga is furious. He turns to Owens and yells, "How did he steal my software?" Before Nikki can even speak, Owens pulls out his gun and shoots Nikki right in the chest. Garriga's face turns pale white. He panics. He tells Owens, "We can make the money back, but I am not going to jail for murder." He immediately fires Owens and runs away from the warehouse, leaving all the cash behind. Jess is crying uncontrollably over Nikki's bleeding body, but Owens calmly tells her not to panic. Then comes the biggest twist of the movie. Owens is actually Nikki's real father. This was all a massive setup. His father shot him in a specific spot near his shoulder to miss his heart. He quickly seals the wound with tape, uses a needle to stabilize the air pressure in his chest, and suddenly, Nikki opens his eyes. He is alive. His father was the one who taught him all these stealing skills. His golden rule was never get emotional, but Nikki broke it by falling in love with Jess. His father takes all the bags of money and leaves them by the side of the road to go to the hospital. Nikki is left with absolutely nothing. But in the car, Jess looks at him and smiles. She opens her hand to show Garriga's $200,000 luxury watch. She managed to steal it right off his wrist. They look at each other and laugh. With their amazing sleight of hand, they will never go hungry in this world. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.